Hello everybody, this is LoneMF with another Rust base design. Today we're showing you how to build a base with a secret loot room and tool cupboard mainly for clans. This is the end result of your base, but it can be smaller or bigger depending on your clan size. So let's get into the base design. Okay guys, so we're back in the grassy meadows of Rust. So what you want to do is put your foundation as low as you can and try to get at least 3 corners covered. Maybe 2 will be fine, but try to get some corners covered. I made a tutorial on how to do this correctly and easily, and like places on the map that you can do this, so check that out. So as you can see, I'm going up the map, I'm going higher, and I want to be at the lowest point I can. So right down here seems like the lowest point, and right here seems like I get most of the corners. As you see, I have 3, one top left, bottom left, and top bottom right. So I'll place it there. I can place 2, and I can't place any more on any corner, so it should be fine. As you see, they're all red, so that means it should work. I'm using 2 lower foundations. You can just use 1, and I have a tutorial on how to do that, but you can also just watch this and just only use 1 foundation. Anyways, let's get into it. So you go 2 foundations high and place your foundation. Then you get rid of the staircases and start placing your foundations around this, just to make sure that'll work. And this will all work, so we can start building. So this is going to be for a fresh wipe, I'm assuming. So you want to upgrade these to stone real quick, but leave the foundations. You want to destroy the ones surrounding them, surrounding this back block. Next thing you want to do is get your tool cupboard, hopefully have it pre-made, and put it at the bottom left or whatever corner that's most visible. For me, it's this one. You can place it on this one if it's most visible for you, but it's up to you. So I'm gonna place it on this one, like this, and make sure it doesn't stick through. So if I place the walls and it sticks through, it's not gonna work. As you can see, I kind of messed up because there's a huge gap here, but that's okay. So instead of placing my sleeping bag this way, it might go through the wall. So if you messed up on your tool cover placement, or if the grass just slopes up enough that you can't place this correctly, what you want to do is when you're placing this salvage shelved, put it as far back as you can. So there's a grid system with the stone, which is really nice, so put it as far back as you can, but make sure it's on that front foundation, so just like that. And then if you do it correctly, you can push your sleeping bag, push it right against the shelf, and when you place your wall, it's sticking out a tiny bit, but if you do it correctly, when you add your foundations back over, you should be able to place it right over top, no problem whatsoever. So if you're a solo player, this is the only thing you need right here, and you'd add boxes in. But since we're using this for clans, we want to use this foundation for sleeping bags. But so instead of adding all that stuff right now, we're going to do it like realistic, so just after a wipe. So you want to prioritize in hiding your tool cupboard, so you want to add walls all the way around this. Probably keep this one so you can get out at the moment, and upgrade all this to stone. Just like this. Perfect. So 1's showing, but that's okay. For right now, we'll cover it up, but from the outside, just like that. Now they're not going to notice, except for the stability. So we get on top, upgrade this one to stone. This will probably be your front door, so upgrade this to stone. The only difference between these 2 things is this is 100% stable, this foundation, and this is a wall, so it's only 86% stable. So that's the only way they're going to tell that it's a lower foundation. Also, they'll tell if you forget to add pillars, but we'll do that later. So next thing you want to do is add some floors, but don't upgrade them, and then add some walls right around here. Like this, and then add your front door. Upgrade all this to stone. And add your door. Perfect. You could destroy this floor if you wanted, and just add a pillar, and upgrade to 4 right away. But before you add the pillar, what I would recommend you doing is getting some sleeping bags and tossing them down there. But make sure that you do it with nothing on you, for else you can't get up, and make sure you have your sleeping bag outside the base, for else you're going to be trapped down there. So you get your sleeping bags. You could place a lot down here. I believe it's 4 here and 1 back there, so 5 in total. So we got 3 down, 4 down, and 5 down. And we can also add a low box, but we'll do that later. So what you do is you would just go to your sleeping bag outside the base and spawn to it. I'm just going to no clip out right here, and you just come back, have a code lock on here, and you're back. Add your low floor. Hopefully you already did before you. Hopefully your teammate did. And then you can just add your pillar, upgrade it, and I can upgrade this place to stone. So you might say potential raider might get in, because if they destroy this, they could just double boost in, or they could use these that are here and double boost in. So how we're going to avoid that, since this is the start of the wipe, is adding 2 walls high, so there's no way for them to get in, and we're going to upgrade it. We could also add ceilings if we wanted, but if you add ceilings, make sure when you add this one, it's wooden, because this is going to be a fake loot room, and we have to get above it to place our loot. Not our loot, our boxes. So that will cost you roughly 7k stone, not that much for a low starting place. Make sure you upgrade one of these foundations, because you cannot add stairs to a place that already has a wall. So before you log off, make sure at least one high foundation is stone, because it's very rare that it's going to kill this for no reason. After that, next thing you'll probably want to do, if you haven't, is add some boxes and stuff to store your loot. Don't add anything here, we'll do it later. So just add some quick storage stuff. So like right here, like this. Just add a few boxes here. Add a sleeping bag or 2. Probably fit 3. You just go like that. 3 whole sleeping bags, 2 boxes, more than enough. You could add a furnace right here instead of a box, your choice. So the next thing you want to do is up to you. You could farm more and upgrade all these foundations, or you can work on your loot room. I'll show you how to do a loot room, because that's more important. Well, it's not more important, but most of you are more interested in loot room probably. So get rid of that floor and make sure you add this pillar. But before you add the pillar, make sure you start adding these boxes. So you want to do is add one large box here and a lower box right here. Also, before you jump in, make sure you don't have much on you, for else you can't get out. You could get just suicide and your teammate can pick up your body, so it's not that bad, but try not to have much on you. So you add that large box, get the small box, add it in, make sure it's not sticking through much. There we go. Get 2 small boxes, add them right here parallel to your tool cupboard. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here. So you would need 4 small boxes and 1 large box if you just want to fall right in. And you can't really jump out, so maybe you can jump on top of this. Not positive if you can, I don't think you can, but you could try. But what you would probably want to do is just spawn into your sleeping bag outside and walk back into your base. So once you have that, you add your pillar and you upgrade it. So it's looking good now. This is your hidden loot room. They're not going to see it once you lock it up, but you need a way to transfer your loot. So it used to be you could put it on this pillar, but that's now patched. So you need to use it on the shelf and put your box on the shelf. I'm going to show you a way to hide it, this box, so they don't see it, but you can just put it right in the open if you want to, but I'll show you that it doesn't work. So for my way, add your box to the farthest back as you can. So you jump onto this tool cupboard, farthest back as you can, farthest left as you can without sticking through the wall like that. So right there. And I'll show you from the bottom. When we add this, we can access it. And when we go through here, we can all spawn in here. 1 guy at a time, so just go back here and add stuff into here. It's really nice and simple. It's perfect. The only drawback is for raiders, if they get in here, they're going to notice that this box is lower, just like that. see? So to avoid that, we want to hide the box. So what we want to do is upgrade this zone now. Make sure you put it correctly, so all the way back and all the way left, without this floor in here yet, so it's on the shelf. Then we get a large box in here, and we put the large box as far closest to this small box as we can, and as far left as we can without sticking through the wall. So right here, like this. Perfect. So once we add a doorway like this, as you can see, it'll stick through a tiny bit, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to keep our actual loot in here. As you can see also, when you look in here without jumping, you can't even see that small box unless you jump. So most people, hopefully they just look in here, grab whatever they can, and ignore that small box. But you can still jump over top of this and transfer your loot. Oh my god, if I could jump. It's possible, trust me. There we go. So you could jump in here and transfer your, say, C4 into this box and spawn down there. So it's really nice and simple. But this isn't finished yet because they might jump in thinking it's too empty. Next thing we want to do is get another large box, go on top of the other one, and then make it pushed right against that small box and right against the other large box. Oops. So right here, much as you can, like that. Perfect. As you can see, it's more hidden now. They can access that back one and the front one, like that. And then we're going to add one more small box. Oh, right here in this little corner. So if you added a wooden ceiling right here, you would have to hack it your way out of it. But since I didn't, I'm just going to start going at it without it. So you would add your staircase, the one that winds back into this room. You had to get out of it first. So you'd add it, you would upgrade it, and you have to get on top. So like this, that's how I do it. You could boost with your teammate, you could add stairs around your base, doesn't matter. So just get up here, and then get two large boxes. Push this one as far as you can to that side, but make sure it doesn't stick out. So you can get the lip out, but that's about it. So just here like that. Then you add your next one, but if this doesn't fit, like mine isn't, you just simply add a little small box right here, toss it in right here, like that. You could probably fit another one if you couldn't get the large box to fit. That's okay if you couldn't, doesn't really matter, it just has to look really covered up. So they could access this through the little staircase, and this one, doesn't matter if you use a large box, two large boxes if you can fit it. You can also use two smalls and one large, it's up to you. As you can see, this little empty space, we're just going to say they couldn't access it, but really there's a little box down there, they don't notice. Hopefully they don't go in because they could access all, so they just don't notice. But as you can see, you could access them all, and hopefully they just don't jump in and notice that little box. Even if they do, it's not that obvious that it's peeking through the ground, because it's really covered up. So after you do that, you probably want to get your floor, cover this up. And now you have your little hidden loot room and your way to transfer it. Next thing you're going to do, since it's the wipe, is go gather some stone or kill some people, whatever you fancy, and get your foundations upgraded. There we go. Perfect, just like that. And now since we upgrade them all, we can no longer see this 86%. You should probably do this before the foundation, before the hidden loot room portion, but it's up to you. I would do it before because this is 86% and this is 100. It's obvious there's something down there. And there we go. That is now your little place. Since people could camp you, I would recommend that you start adding a doorway or two. Add one here, and then just wall everything off around you, just like this. Add another door, with a code lock please, and then go too high so they can't boost in. Then you upgrade all that. Perfect. Now you have all that upgraded. It costs you roughly 19k stone. Give or take a few, I messed up a few times, but that's okay. So 19k stone, and you're pretty safe now. So if you're a smaller clan, you could leave it here and just add some storage rooms, or like get some roof access coming now. It's up to you, but if you're a larger clan, you can start honeycombing. It's going to continue right now with the other part of the base. So what I like to do is, in this extra airlock, is add access to my second story roof. You can also add it elsewhere, like going through here, it doesn't matter. I usually like to put it right in the middle, and I usually put an extra airlock right out here, just so if someone runs in, we can't have any access to the second story roof. So like right here, like this, upgrade it all, add your door. Now, we're outside the airlock. We want to add a box to one side, and we want to have our floor frame 2 stories up. Get our, oops, I need one of these. Get our ladder hatch, place it up there, jump on top of our little box down here, press E, and we can jump up here. And if they don't have the code to this, they are going to have troubles finding your tool cover to get up here without this, because it's not very easy to get up here. I think they can triple jump it, but it's not that easy. So what I would do next is either seal this off, or you can add another door frame, add a ladder hatch, and right here like this. So if someone's trapped down there, you can just start shooting them, throw a beacon grenade, whatever you want. Just make sure this floor frame's upgraded. Next thing you want to do is just seal it all off. You could add other accesses to the roof if you want, but I'm just going to seal it all off. I'm going to leave this one empty though, because what I like to do is right here is add another floor hatch going down, have this covered, and just have a nice little spot to spawn for your whole team. Right here like this. This way also, if they're right through the top and they kill your sleeping bags, they might think, oh, there's nothing up there. They have all the sleeping bags on the second floor. The third floor is just for sniping. Just like that. You add as many as you want. If you have a large clan, this is perfect. You could all spawn down here. Just like this. Tons of space. And you can add one little storage box right here for some weapons, in case you are getting raided. Tons of space. 3, 6, 9 whole sleeping bags down here. Whole clan can fit. Then you would upgrade all these to stone. Just like that. And now your base is pretty much secure. This is what it looks from the outside. If you're a smaller clan, you can probably stop here. You're probably good for the wipe. But if you do want to honeycomb, this is how I would do it. I would finish off some foundations on these 2 sides of the airlock, and I would upgrade them to stone. And then I would simply just wall it off, just like that. Don't trap yourself in though. Just wall it off, just like this. Do the same for this side. Perfect. Okay, for honeycombing, you want to add 2 more regular foundations to the front airlock, and 1 right in front airlock. And then you just start triangle foundations around it, just like a normal honeycomb. And you would upgrade it all to stone. So if you get to the back or any point in your base, and you simply can't add your foundation because the ground isn't high enough, you would simply have to go down, use the foundation, and get down there. And as you can see, none of these work, unfortunately. So I had to start all the way from this side and add a foundation and go all the way back around towards it. Just like this. Oh, you kind of work. So if you get to this, and this back foundation doesn't place, you have to get a foundation from a different place. So like right here, this wall right here, add your foundations around it, and right back around to it. It'll look weird because the height is going to be off, but hopefully, even if they do return back, it's not that bad because it's still honeycombed. What you can do, if you're a little scared that they are going to go through the back and you don't want them to for whatever reason, you can just get some metal barricades, place them inside of here, whichever way fits, like this, and you can still wall it off, just like that. And if they see it even, they're definitely not coming through there. But if you can place it correctly from, say, this direction, you can place it like this, like that. They're not going to see it, but it's your choice if you want to deter them from placing it inside and make it invisible. It's up to you. But try to find a place they can add your honeycombing all the way around really nice and easy like this. But if you can't and you have to do it, you gotta add the barricades or something, because if they do come from the back, and they do go to your low place, they might see this box and they might notice it's lower. You don't even want to add a low box to cover it up, because people are going to jump on top and they're going to look inside. So what you want to try to force people to do, make it look pleasant to raid from the front or the right side. Don't make it pleasant to raid from the left or the back side. So keep that in mind while building your base. Try to make maybe one wooden wall on the right side, or like right here per se. Make this a wooden wall because you didn't have enough resources to upgrade it or something, and they'll be more inclined to raid through this side. So keep that in mind while building your base, and we'll finish up the honeycombing. Okay, so we're back. Honeycombed it all the way around, as you can see. Honeycomb for days. I don't add a foundation in the middle part, so at 1 story high I don't add a foundation, because if they get inside they could double boost onto that foundation, and if they have like 5 people, they could get 2 to double boost up onto here and then another 2 to double boost up onto here. So right onto the 3rd floor, where you will have some not as important loot because you'll have that all at the bottom, but some pretty important loot which you don't want them to get. So next thing you want to do is also honeycomb the top layer, so add your floors all the way around. Okay, once you upgrade all that, as you can see these few are a little bit higher because I could not place the foundation down here at the same height, but that's okay. We can have the little discrepancy in height, and it's actually more of an advantage later on. I added a ladder hatch right over here to the entrance again, just in case people get trapped in there. You can just rain down on them. Just be careful of leaving this open, because they can, if they're good enough, they can just jump right up on in. Even though it's too high, if you open this up, they can just jump in. So what I would do is, with these 2 little spare rooms, probably add some chests, some shelves and chests for a little dump chest right here. So as you can see, they can't open this though, especially without the box. So this could be a medium-sized base for a clan. I would recommend going at least 1 story higher to hide some loot, but it's up to you. I'll show you that right now, how to lay it out if you want. So for your honeycombing, you could just re-honeycomb all the sides. You also only need the 4x3 to start with though, so like right here like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you really need at the start. Just make sure you make this one, at least one, a doorway, unless you want to be tricky and make ladder hatch pathways. It's up to you really, but this is all you need to start a little 4x3. Just like this. Perfect. So this is your sleeping area, and this is your entrance one. So we're going to make this one more secure. So a little doorway right here. Make a few doors if you want, just to check the raiders out. And we can get some shelves going and place it wherever we want. So you get your shelves, and you can just make a massive loot room storage right in the back here. Real nice and neat. And you can just add boxes all the way along it. So there we go, you can add boxes all the way along there. You can also wall it off if you wanted to protect all your secondary loot. So the last thing you need to do is you can fill up these rooms with honeycombing wherever you want, but the next thing you need to do is add a sniping tower, because you need to be able to defend your base. So get a ladder hatch wherever you really want to. Go up onto this floor and just add ceilings on everything. Okay, once you have this upgraded, you want to protect your hatch so you don't get camped out. So add a wall. Depends how many you want to go out. I recommend probably 2 or 3, just like this. You can add doorways or whatever you want. I recommend at least 2 exits, just in case you leave this open for snipers. And then I'll show you what I like to do. Add a triangle foundation right here so you can peek out the corner and you can see everything. This one's a little more risky, so I like to add another foundation just to see this side. So this one can see the back, and this one can see this side. And you just do that around your base on the corners. And since it's so in the open, I like to add some doorways and of course upgrade the floors. You don't have to upgrade these to stone, you can just do wood, but in case they do rocket you, it's recommended you do stone. So right now it's still wide out in the open, so add some doorways, add some walls, add some whatever you really want. Add some windows. I usually do a few windows in the middle so I can just see out into the open like this, instead of having to peek through here because there's only 2 there. And I usually like to add at least 1 window here like this. As you can see, there's a gap here because I have to go lower. So what you could do using this lower foundation is, get on top of it. So add a ceiling floor down here. And what you could do is add, say, a window frame right there. So you could peek down here and shoot down some people here. It's up to you. If you do have a lower foundation, you can use that technique. You still have protection by ducking underneath here. So it's up to you if you want to use that, but for me, I'll just not use it, just for demonstration purposes, in case you did go all the way around your base with higher foundation. So just like this. You can add doors if you want. I recommend windows on the side here and doors here. And now we get to here, the front door. So you could just add a window. Doesn't give you much visibility of down here though. You could add a doorway, because then at least you could step out and see everyone, but they can all see you too, and you're really out in the open. So what I like to do is get a ladder hatch, place it down here. Doesn't have much stability, but unless they shoot it with a rocket, you're not going down. You get a ladder hatch, you face it out towards the open, and now when you open it, you can shoot down anyone picking through your door or C4 down there. If they want to place it, you just shoot them down real quick. So that's what I like to do. Also, you should probably add some windows or doorways or walls even, just to protect yourself. If you do add doorways, make sure you add at least wooden doors so you don't get shot while looking down here, because you're pretty visible. But upgrade all those, and your base is basically complete. Just add some doors here. This could be your finished base. This could be for mainly a larger clan, but medium clans can do this too if they try hard enough. You could also stop a little bit shorter if you're a medium clan and not go as high or not use as much honeycombing. It's really up to you. It's really up to you what you do. But anyways, if you guys like that base design tutorial and would like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Peace. Hey guys, LoadMF here. If you enjoyed that Rust base design and would like to see another, please click on the top. If you would like to know where on the map to place the lower foundations, please click on the left clip, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks! Peace.